We've got the San Antonio Spurs. Taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Pass to Wembanyama. Over James. Wembanyama, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Now, here is James. Back to Reeves. Clock at 4. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Fox outside. Kicks it out to Barnes. And out of bounds.
Well, shit, man. Shut the fuck, man.
Now Los Angeles with it. Hayes with a screen. To the inside. And a nice finish on the layup.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Oh, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now here's Doncic. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, D.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Barnes, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
The 3, James. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. On offense, here is San Antonio. Looking for their first basket of the game. They get it back. Kicks it out to Barnes. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
Boy, the quick release of Barnes is really something to behold. Knockdown mid-range shooter who strokes it with confidence.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might do just enough to bother him.
Doncic on the wing. Knocks down the triple.
Do not give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Castle. Over to the left wing. Vassell outside. Back to Wembanyama. Fox with the ball. The three. Doncic pulls down the board.
Fox, come on,
Last
Fox.
season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points. Tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Pass to Barnes. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
James can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 6. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Now Hayes. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. The three from Barnes. Knocks it down from distance. Barnes has got 5 now.
Barnes, one of the best catch-and-shoot guys around. Awesome at filling out the defense and then taking advantage of what's available.
Oh, my. He just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Come on, man.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the paint. Here's Reeves. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Hachimura. To the middle. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Come on, man.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up 7. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Shit, man. Come on, man.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
Inside. Here's Vassell. Pass to Paul. 5 to shoot. James with the rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. You got to finish there.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
How about the vertical from Fox? throwing it down with authority.
Oh, come on.
Get it, young
That's
fella.
it, foul, man.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Good on the second one. And Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world.
That's a foul,
He's a
man.
tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Looking to get back on track. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, Barnes plays with confidence on the block. Excellent at being aggressive with the defense and earning the foul.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Los Angeles leading by 8. Doncic on the wing. He's got 5. James outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You just have to discipline yourself not to fall for James' pump fake, because as soon as he gets you up in the air, you're done.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Spurs trail by 9. Down low. Here's Paul. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Doncic.
Tell you what, drawing fouls is a bit of a skill, and it's one that Paul excels at.
Ball hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
James, left side. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They trail by 7. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And you got to appreciate the overall game of Barnes. He's efficient as a scorer and also works hard at the defensive end.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Koloko. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hachimura outside. Here's Koloko. Another shot. Uses the glass to finish the
Come on, man.
Koloko's got his first points of
Yeah,
the game.
Koloko.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Barnes, it's good.
Boy, you got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
Here's Koloko. Second shot opportunity. They shoot again. James can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 4. Fox goes in. Doncic pulls down the
That's a
board.
foul, man. Come on, man.
On the wing, Hachimura. James outside. The floater. And he lays it up.
Come on,
and
man.
in. James has got 6 here in the quarter.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
Outside Barnes. Launches it. Doncic grabs
Barnes!
it. The Lakers lead by 6. 52 seconds left in the first half. Koloko. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Wembanyama. Outside Barnes. Lets the 3 fly.
Qual foi o back?
Drops in the three.
Deixa o Banzuia lá, hein?
Barnes has
Cara,
got
cara.
15 points.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Out to James. Off target from three-point range.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Shit.
And the
Só
ball
não
out
foi
of play.
barulho.
Lakers will have it. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, he's hurting the team. Taking low percentage shots, failing to make the next pass.
Biambo.
So both teams making some changes here. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. 16 seconds left in the first half of this one. From deep. Rebounded by Champagnie. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Lakers ahead. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. That'll be a 5-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Here's Wembanyama. And stolen by
Shit about with
Hayes.
me.
It's stolen by Fox. Outside Barnes. Pass to Vassell for the tie.
Shit.
Barnes, no good.
Barnes, come on,
The
man.
Lakers lead by 3. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, there's a lot
Barnes,
of
come on,
for
son.
the Spurs.
Man, come on, boy. Come on,
Star
Barnes.
Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time.
Come on,
Brian,
Barnes.
plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Wembanyama screen. It's Fox with a drive. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Hayes. Inside. And finished off by Hayes.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And they pick up 2. Castle's got his first points in this one.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Barnes with it. Check by James. Outside Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws. It's on LeBron James.
Honestly, we
Come
have
on.
never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Tries again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
And both free throws good for Fox.
Thank you.
The Lakers lead by 4. Doncic outside. From downtown. Sends it home from three-point land. Doncic has got 11 points.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
Right side Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. And he can't
Shit,
answer back.
Barnes, come on, Barnes.
Now Los Angeles with it. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to James. Tries the spin move. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Castle for 3. James with the rebound. And the Lakers with possession here. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Hayes with it. Back to James. There's the strength of the king.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Barnes the screen. And it's Fox with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
Facts.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Pelo telefone. Não fez que usar, man.
.119 left in the third quarter here. Here's Vanderbilt. The shot off that time. Sohan with some nice D. And here's Paul to the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Vanderbilt. Here he goes. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup.
Give
him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
They double team Paul. Sohan outside to the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and the jam by Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And again, the Lakers no good. Spurs trail by 6.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
3 seconds left. It's wide right, hits off the rim. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Lakers ahead, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. San Antonio with the ball. 4-point game. Pass to Sohan. Back to Paul. Six to shoot. Sohan inside. Here's Champagnie. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. In transition, here they come. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And because of his energy and physicality, Knecht draws a lot of contact out there.
Well, Dalton Knecht had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing. You see the upside in a rookie like Dalton Knecht. He's got a good build and dynamic offensive skill set. Some improvements around defense, and he'll be a solid addition to any lineup.
That kind of look very often. Vanderbilt with it. Fox picks him up. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And he sinks the second. Spurs trail by 7. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Double on Wembanyama. To the inside. Fox. And it's in. Off the glass.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Outside Finney-Smith. And a miss there on the triple. And here they come. Here's Vassell. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And you see the length and mobility Vassell possesses. I mean, he's especially lethal in the open floor.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Timeout.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Allie, thank you. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And Greg Popovich has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Nah, lemon. Hey, woman. Nah, lemon.
For San Antonio. Los Angeles leading by 3. James outside. Pass to Hayes. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's foul number 2 for him.
They've been undisciplined defensively, getting themselves into foul trouble far too early.
Now here's Reeves. Hayes misses. Outside Barnes. To the wing, right side. Castle for 3.
Castle, come on, Castle.
They've led by as many as 11. James inside. Pass to Doncic. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here is James. Now Hachimura. Down low. It's stolen by Fox. Pass to Castle. Here's Barnes. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And Barnes, great at getting the shot he wants in big moments of the game. Clutch, Harrison Barnes.
The three, James. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Barnes with it. Hachimura covering. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And his coaches will be the first to tell you Vassell wants the ball in these situations. He's not afraid of the challenge.
And it's Hachimura missing. San Antonio trailing here. Wembanyama down low. Out to Fox. Pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. Spurs need to get one up here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Good shit.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Inside. Here's Hayes. Rebound by San Antonio. Now Barnes. Fox outside. Back to Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. And Hayes comes to help. Here's Castle. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot clock violation. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Spins. Here's James. Out to Hachimura. Stolen by Vassell. Out on his own on the break.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Doncic. On the wing, Hachimura. Shoots over Vassell. And it's in.
Good fuck, man.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of
Wembanyama. Say double it.
Kicks it out to Barnes. 17 seconds left in the game. Pass to Wembanyama. Over James.
Yeah, this young man is pretty steady at the line. Wembanyama can get this done.
And he misses.
Oh, come on, Wembanyama. Come on, Wembanyama.
And the second of 2 is good. And that ties this game up.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Outside Reeves. For the win! Oh, he got it! He got it!
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers. Pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill. Allie LaFleur.
Wembanyama back on, you know, man. You know, Papa Man, you don't give him that.
like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's Barnes. He's off on that one.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And it's Doncic missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as...
Oh, man, what an incredible throwdown by the rookie Castle. Wow.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Pass to Hayes. It's not going to go for him. Good defense by Wembanyama. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Doncic. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And they double up Doncic. From deep, Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic. This guy is special with his vision and passing.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And Doncic, here we go. Now here's Hayes. And it's Hachimura in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Wembanyama, no good.
Wembanyama.
The Lakers trail. Here's Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the
Doncic is able to blow by opponents and make them pay. Even though he's not the greatest athlete, he's sneaky quick.
Barnes looking around. And he drives in. The kick out to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Comes up empty down low. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Wembanyama. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for the shots.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Come on, man.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. Them one on Castle. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Here's James after the basket by San Antonio. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Right side, Fox. Doncic with the steal. Pass to James. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a... chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Oh, shit.
That one is off.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
And he converts the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
James, left side. Got it off in time. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Lakers leading by 4. James absorbing hits on the drive.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, weren't able to advance. Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Down low, Barnes finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to James. The second chance effort. It doesn't go for him. Good defense by Wembanyama. Fox with it. Defended by Reeves. Vassell, no good.
Man.
Los Angeles leading by 6. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Reeves outside. Offline with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. That 3 off the mark.
Got so, man.
On the wing, Doncic. He's with it. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Spurs trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Barnes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, it's quite nice to see Barnes getting physical inside. You know, does a really good job sensing and feeling the contact coming and then going right into it, not shying away from it.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron is doubled. Here's Reeves. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Barnes left side. A pass to Fox. Driving in. Back to what a slam from Wembanyama.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Castle. Doncic comes with the double team. Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes the screen. To the inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
Now we've talked Barnes is athletic, he's strong, but he also has good bounce. So he gets up fast to ram it home.
James outside. And Barnes comes to help. On the wing, Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Trying to end the drought. Fires the 3. They get it back. Inside. James. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Barnes with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Here's Wembanyama. And no good had a chance to take the lead there. Reeves outside. Pass to Koloko. And stolen by Barnes. Wembanyama outside. Vassell outside. Here's Fox.
That's a foul.
Misses the layup. He had him.
That's a foul, man.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's LeBron. James absolutely owning the inside.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And here is Hachimura. Pass to James. He gets it up. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers ahead. They lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Lakers in the lead. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Easy money for Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
6'9". Nah, good with it.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. San Antonio trailing here. Fox looking it over. That's tipped. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To the paint. Outside for Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And he gets it back. Clock is at 3. For the lead. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's Los Angeles. It's a one-point game. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And that is a crafty move by De'Aaron Fox. He really knows how to get himself to the line.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now, here's Milton. Pass to Finney-Smith. And Len has it in the corner. And again, no good by the Lakers. Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama slicing to the basket.
Some defenders aren't sure what to do when Wembanyama comes down the lane.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now, here's Fox. Wembanyama looking it over. Rebound the Lakers. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. Finney Smith with it. Still scoreless. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Spurs have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
To the paint. Here's Len. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That one misses. And San Antonio has possession, trailing by 2. Pass to Wembanyama. And a missed layup. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And the shot goes down. Spurs trail by 4. Wembanyama down low. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Castle. Vassell wide open. Again,
come on, Vassell, man.
Lakers leading by 4. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. From outside off the mark. Here we go, 1-on-1. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight. ball game here. Lakers lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's San Antonio with it. A 2-point game. Wembanyama outside. Here's Mamukelashvili. No good. That would have tied it.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
So both teams changing it up here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, Hachimura kicks it out to James. Inside, Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Watching LeBron in the pick and roll is artistry in motion. Timing, precision, everything's right on the mark.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Showing some muscle on the interior. You can see why they go to him at this stage of the game, because he knows how to deliver.
It's good from long range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Down low, here's Mamukelashvili. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the deep.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. Oh, my goodness. Come on now.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Spurs trail by 5. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by James. The kick out to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Fox. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Los Angeles leading by 5. Doncic looking it over.
Come on.
He gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Come on, Fox.
It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender. Lightning quick reflexes in every spot.
Back to Vassell. A pass to Fox. To the inside. Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Lakers. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Hayes. Back to Doncic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs trailed by 8. Barnes up top. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama down low. Just 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Fox. Wembanyama high post. Over in the corner, Barnes. Another shot. Reeves with the rebound.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Hayes, bounce pass. Tries the spin move. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Hey, you want to try to guard LeBron, good luck. I mean, the king is impossible to stop. Fast, strong, smart, tough, creative. Draws lots of fouls.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
Come on, Fox.
Fox, no good. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Vassell outside. To the middle. Trying to get something going. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You know, Barnes is a versatile scoring forward. We've seen him heat up quickly, and he's capable of doing that.
Kicks it out to James. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LeBron's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles. Pass to Barnes. It's rebounded by Doncic. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Misses from close range. And San Antonio has possession. Fox, no good. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-7 run. Reeves outside. They get the rebound. The putback is no good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg.
Don't you have let monkey give him net, you man.
We've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. We're all set to bring you NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Here's Barnes.
A versatile.
That's someone there, dude.
LeBron excels at using his athleticism and length to block so many shots.
Vassell outside. Barnes right side. Pass to Sohan. The kick out to Barnes. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
He's with it. Back to Doncic. Lets it go with a three. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Fox. Can't get it to fall. Reeves outside. James, no good. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Wembanyama. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Lachey can't capitalize inside. Here's San Antonio. The drive by Barnes. They double team Wembanyama. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And San Antonio has possession. Barnes outside. 4 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here's Los Angeles. LeBron outside. And he drives in. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, well, look, you can bump him, but that's not going to stop LeBron James.
Barnes left side. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Doncic with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. And they double up James. Back to Doncic. Puts up a deep three. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And San Antonio has possession following the three by the Lakers. Here's Sohan. Still scoreless. Barnes can't get it to go. Up top, Reeves. And the layup's good off the glass.
Fuck, man.
He got to the 10. I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Fox, no good. Lakers leading by 8. Pass to Reeves. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not.
Come on, man.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's LeBron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
See, right there, you know you have to foul LeBron James because you just have no chance to stop him.
And both free throws, good for James.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
So he gets them both.
One of the fastest guys in the league. For Fox, it's about using his blinding quickness to his advantage on both ends of the floor.
LeBron left side. Reeves outside. Pass to Doncic. Good on the triple.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Back to Hachimura. And out of bounds is San Antonio gains possession. Spurs trail by 13. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Five on the clock. Wembanyama down low. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles leading by 13. James looking around. Pass to Hachimura. Off target with his 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Hayes. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Off target from outside. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the basket by Vassell.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And there it is for him. LeBron for the Lakers.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. San Antonio making a switch here. Second free throw, no good. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lessons. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a good with authority.
That is a monster finish.
Stunning the crowd and the defense with that one. What a show from Doncic.
Inside, Mamu Kelishvili. Lakers leading by 14. Reeves outside. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Back to Hachimura. To the middle. Here's Koloko. And another shot. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 14. Fox with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Wembanyama. He makes that one drop only a second in 5 tries.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Lakers passing it around. Hachimura, no good. There's the drive. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Fox deciding where to go with it. No good there. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Lakers leading by 14. Doncic attacks. And they double up Doncic. LeBron James on the wing. Down low. Here's Koloko. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 16.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds him.
And here are the Lakers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Spurs trailed by 18. Wembanyama, a screen. Ball right side. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Back to LeBron. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. Doncic outside. And there's the drive. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the baseline jumper, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama trail on me. So what about Bapanya?
7 seconds left here in the second. Kicks it out to James. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action in just a minute.
Sabine.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Bem, je m'baka ouvert, non? Tem. Je m'baka ouvert. What man là?
Lakers leading by 16. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers. Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Doncic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Hayes.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Spurs trailed by 18. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. On the wing, Barnes. 6 to shoot. Now Wembanyama. Over LeBron. Wembanyama with the bucket. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter,
Come on, man.
David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attacked it. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Pass to Hayes. Here's the three. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trailed by 18. And Barnes gets double teamed. It's Vassell on the wing. Here's Castle. Just 5 to shoot. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. No, it doesn't go. His fourth miss in 8 attempts. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And here's Barnes for 3.
Wow, come on, Bron.
Again missing. Lakers leading by 20. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Here's Hachimura. Tries yet again. The kick out to LeBron. Drills the three-pointer. LeBron's got 13.
I like this wrinkle. Put LeBron off the ball and then make a play for him.
Pass to Doncic. And the shot is good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Barnes. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Bounce.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Okay, baby. Okay. Correct, eh? On the leg, Baba.